Well then, so the other thing that came out of that was the impeachment thing. So I think the big question a lot of people have is like, why now? Um, and just to point out, like they're moving through with it, I believe, to start it off, but they're not even going to be able to start anything until the 19th, which is also the day right before he's before the inauguration. So what's kind of like the point. So I didn't look. There's one specific point that I looked into that I thought made a lot of sense, and I'm hoping comes out of this. Is that he gets? I guess if they successfully can convict him, they also have the opportunity to vote to bar him from holding office ever again, and maybe that's like a wish list for me. But I feel like that's kind of like what I want. I'm not sure about all the other things that could come out of that, all the other things he could lose. But I think the most important thing is being able to just bar him from office, because I think his game of politics is just very toxic. And like I think if we can just like ban them all together from doing anything like that, I think that'll kind of send a good message.
Yeah.
That'll be a second vote, though. That's the second.
Yeah, it's a second. Yeah. It's a second vote. It's a second vote.
I think from everything I've been following with that, I think that's the end goal. That's so important, especially with this being a Democratic controlled Senate now and a Democratic controlled House, as well as the president. They got the sweep. The Dems got what they wanted. They got the sweep in terms of all three branches of government. So they want to A, send a message, and B, that with aside from all this madness, it is still not outside of the realm of possibility that this guy would try to run again in 2024. That's just me. I felt that way from the beginning. I'm just like, watch him still try to run, or if not him try to run, he'll like be like a shadow puppet master in the background and push one of his people through to try to run on his behalf. Like prop up Ivanka or one of his other idiot sons to to keep the MAGA spirit alive 4 years from now.
Actually, that's exactly what would happen if he got barred anyways.
I could see that. So that's why it makes so much sense for the Dems I say the Dems because Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, they're the ones spearheading this, bro. Like, and AOC, shout out to AOC. She dropped the freaking Ether diss track video.
I was listening to it.
Yeah, yo. She went in. I love her, man. But yeah, like it's important for them to send that message to prevent him from running again. Because I don't know. Do you guys feel? I think he would try to run again.
I think he would.
I think he would. I really think
Biden? Maybe.
I think he would.
I think
he'll talk into it and he'll be like, yo, fuck it, I'm with it.
Yeah. I think that maybe, that right there. Yeah.
I think it's a possibility, but I think like your other scenario is more likely that he'll have someone running his stead, because at this point, like once he leaves office, the Trump brand is secure for many generations. There's
movies.
Remember, like we were talking about before, there's going to be Trump is going to be a genre of media. There's going to be documentaries. I won't be surprised if he has his own network or if he buys an existing network. He's like Trump. Everything is going to go through he's going to be doing interviews. He's going to be doing talks. It's going to be insane. So I think it might be just as likely that he'll just do that and then maybe have one of his sons or one of his lieutenants or some populist figure, like a Farrakhan like a Trump Farrakhan.
Josh Hawley
will rise from the ranks and come and take the mantle.
It's Josh Hawley. It's Josh Hawley. They're putting all their chips into that freaking fascist wannabe. Like AOC came at him so hard. She was like, Josh Hawley, you will never be president. You will never be president.
Yo, be careful. Be careful. Be careful what you say.
That's what we said about Trump.
Be careful what you say, exactly.
I know, right?
Word.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be president. Okay, we'll see.
Right.
That's exactly how Trump became president. Like, okay.
Exactly. I bet.
So, going back to the impeachment thing, is there anything else that he would lose?
I don't know if this is true, but doesn't he lose like how when presidents aren't presidents anymore, they still have certain presidential
like Secret Service?
Yeah. Does he lose that when he gets impeached?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Good question.
I think maybe because all right, you need the 2/3 majority in the Senate for him to get ousted. Not just the impeachment, but for him to like go through, and then the second for him to get disqualified is a simple majority.
Yeah.
So if they can get through that 2/3 Senate vote, then the other one's easy. I don't know if that's going to happen. I still think a lot of I think the establishment Republicans have already moved past Trump. They never really liked him to begin with. They just used him because, or they were scared of him. You say anything against Trump, you're done.
Mitch McConnell.
They're like,
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, so they're like, oh yeah, fuck it. I don't know. I still think there's a good amount of Republicans who either A, support Trump, or B, are too scared to really go through, and truly vote him out. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
I think they're gonna go through with it. I think that it's like, because again, they've got enough Republicans on board in the Senate to make it happen. So I think they're going to. And again, they want to. The Democrats want to send a message, plain and simple. They're just like, yo, again, we got the sweep. Let's set the tone for what this next 2 to 4 years, or possibly 8 years, if Joey goes back to back, is going to be. And what better way to do that as to like completely eviscerate and vanquish the Trump monster, quote unquote. For now, we'll see what happens in 4 years when the next one is birthed